Omaha's Henry Dorley Zoo and Aquarium, as well as Lee G. Simmons Wildlife Safari Park, are world-renowned in terms of tiger reproduction and breeding. In our conservation and research facility, we have the largest tiger sperm bank, and that represents 3 subspecies of tigers that are managed within our Association of Zoos and Aquariums. We have over 67 males already banked in terms of their samples, over 1,500 straws of semen that are stored in our banks. We still have less than half of the males, so we're working hard to get all of those males represented so we have their genetic potential preserved indefinitely. Our Vice President of Conservation and Science is the SSP Tiger Reproductive Advisor. He is heavily involved in terms of large cat reproductive efforts, providing advice to other institutions as well as our own in terms of reproductive and breeding efforts. Lee G. Simmons Wildlife Safari Park has a dedicated tiger breeding facility. And that provides a very unique environment for our tigers, more space to be able to be a tiger, have the space to be able to facilitate natural breeding in a more naturalistic setting. And our animal care staff out there work really hard to be able to identify when our females are in estrus or are receptive, and so they know when they need to pair the individual females with the males, because naturally they don't live together. And that's how it would be in the wild. They would be seeking out each other only during those times when they would be going to breed or go on a date together.
I myself go out to the safari park at least once a month and meet with the keepers that work with these animals every single day. We are responsible for deciding what and how much we're going to feed our tigers. We assess that using visual body condition scores to make sure that they are of adequate and proper body condition. We look at things like their shoulders, their hips, their spine, ribs, making sure that they're not overweight or underweight. Adjust diet based on any health concerns that may arise, specifically when we know they're going into a breeding situation and a new introduction. We give them a little bit of wiggle room to offer some more food just to keep them happy, because nobody wants to meet somebody new when they're hangry.
As we know, everything poops. We can get a lot of information from a poop sample. At the zoo, we have our endocrine service lab, which is a hormone lab. We can analyze fecal samples from tigers to be able to determine if the female is cycling, if she has ovulated. Tigers are really unique in terms of their reproduction in the fact that they are called induced ovulators. So they actually have to breed in order to ovulate. And so for our tiger breeding facility in Ashland, Nebraska, we're able to collect and analyze fecal samples from our female Amur tigers. We're able to tell that there was successful ovulation occurs, and if that happens, then we would be looking for a potential pregnancy. Tigers also have a gestation length that's about 100 days. So it would be very important for our facility as well as other facilities to have this knowledge of whether a female could be pregnant, because then they can plan for her to have the appropriate environment to be able to give birth to her cubs.